So if you can take an audience, these are the people I targeted. We can look at the registrations that occurred from that. And that way, not only do you learn, of course, these are the people I sold that I targeted. You can see how many of those people actually went and bought a car from your competitors.
Welcome to the Strategy with Jason podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
I think the key thing too is when you try it. I hate people like, well, yeah, I guess I'll stick my toe in the water over there. Like, no. Get in there, try it. Try the different ad formats. Spend some time. Get a little dirty. Like I find too often we're like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll allocate 1,000. No, like actually put some time into it. I had a dealer come back to me one day and push back on me and say, Facebook's not working for me. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not on Facebook. Neither are my clients. I was like, oh, okay. And you know this because yeah. I was just making sure he didn't do some case study that I didn't know about or something like that. And here's the funny thing. I said, look, back when you used to run radio ads, what did you do to figure out which radio station you needed to be on? Well, I'd have the service department check the presets on every single car that came into service. I said, no shit. So you actually took some time and did a little studying, all right, before you just jumped into 97.3 or a 105.6 or something like that. He goes, yeah, of course. So are you doing that now with your social efforts? Yeah, okay, I get it. But that's how the conversation went, right? And I was just like, and I said, like, when you went to 105.7, did you run one ad every other day? Well, no, that would be ridiculous. I ran 3 spots in the morning. I ran 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then another 5 or 6 on the drive home. I said, yeah. Because it's frequency, right? Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what people were in the car. I wanted to try to reach them as much as I could. And I said, yeah, no kidding. When do you think people check social media the most amount? They're like, well, I don't know. In the morning. They wake up. First thing. They roll over. They haven't got out of bed yet. And phone's already on. They're checking their Facebook feed or their Instagram feed. All right, sorry. Anyways.
So to your point, it is difficult to get results if you don't have enough activity to actually measure. Measurement's a whole new topic, right? What are you trying to measure and how are you doing it? A lot of the different media that are non-digital, we're driving to exposure, unless you have a coupon code or something down there. Exactly. But ultimately, you want to be able to know, is the audience you're reaching, did they buy a car or did they do service with me, right? And there are ways to do that and not have to rely on the imprecise method of sort of asking when people walk in the door. So if you can take an audience, these are the people I targeted. We can look at the registrations that occurred from that, and that way, not only do you learn, of course, these are the people I sold that I targeted. You can see how many of those people actually went and bought a car from your competitors, so that you can understand, those people were in market. I reached them with my advertising, but they didn't convert. I wonder why. Was it the creative? Was it the deal? Was it a user? Was it a customer experience? Was it distance, geography, all variables that you could analyze. But measurement is so key. And taking a more holistic view than, how many clicks did I get today?
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy with Jason podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to check out the full podcast library at strategywithjason.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.